Hello everyone. So today we're doing a review on Neos. So I've been using Neos for a few days now and I've been learning a bit. It's definitely a lot different to VR chat than VR chat is to Neos. There is there is a lot of differences. Just to get it off for first start. For instance, you've got a lot more options in terms of how you can do stuff on here. For instance, the camera itself is actually a lot different. Um, to put it simply, um, it just works better. You can able to center the camera on the screen or have myself facing off to the side, like so. So it allows me to quickly adjust things on the go with a little kind of display similar. But the camera is actually this like thing that floats around, and wherever I look, it will follow my face. So yeah, it does kind of drift slowly. I don't know if you can maybe speed that up or not, but yeah, pretty useful. One of the other things is avatars are a lot more different on here, not just because of them being maybe different models, but also the fact that I can load avatars very quickly. Uh, Watch how fast I do this from when I say one, 3, 2, 1. A lot more quicker. With loading avatars on Neos. Um, yeah. So you can load avatars a little bit more quicker, I've found. Loading into worlds is a lot more different, especially worlds I haven't been to before, or very large worlds. Um, how it loads in is you don't just sit at a loading screen, it kind of loads everything in while you're watching it load in, which to some people may or may not be a thing that they like. To me, it's different. I don't personally mind it off the bat, but yeah. While this is happening, things tend to be running at a slower speed, usually lagging for a moment or two, and then once it's all loaded in, things will run at their best. Right now, since I've loaded the world in, and also do remind that I am recording this, I am running at around 40 to 50. So things do run a little bit more slow when you're doing something like OBS or got other things running in the background, which I do. But it's pretty stable overall when it comes to that. Yeah. Making avatars, probably something that people are going to be wanting to know. It's a lot different. There's a lot of videos on how to do it. You pretty much have the avatar and you do a lot of stuff in game. There are some things you do outside of game. I'm not too sure exactly, but those are things. Yeah. Will I be uploading my own personal avatars here? Once I've got the hang of uploading stuff here, yes. Worlds are different. They're a little bit more. I don't know. They got a bit more of a style to them. I found this one. It's in a Valley world, I believe, if I remember right. Yeah. So some of the other things that your avatar can do is scaling the size of the avatar. There's just a little wee wheel menu there that I can able to click on, kind of like in VR chat with the avatars menu, and I can able to change my size according to either the room or perhaps who I'm talking to. Perhaps someone's using a shorter avatar like an Avali or an Otter, I can able to go down to their size, or if they're just a bit taller, I can able to just get to the right height so I'm at eye height, so I'm not looking down or up all the time, which helps. Also, a lot of people, yeah, do a lot of stuff, and it's pretty useful. And also, if the doorway's too big, small, I can always make myself fit through that doorway. And yeah, a lot of cool art and a lot of furs use Neos. There are other people outside of Neos VR that aren't furry, that use Neos. A couple parts of Neos that I've noticed is just casual goers, just people that, they're not really any part of any fandom, they're just people who like using Neos, and they seem to just appreciate it. And then there are people kind of like, you got your anime fandom. I haven't seen any bronies on here, so, I don't know. I haven't actually seen a brony in a long time, actually, until recently. On maybe VR chat, maybe it was. I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, a lot of furs use this, and I've seen countless different species and everything from protogens to dragons, canines, avians, and reptilians. Dragon. And of course, Avalis, which I'm kind of fond of, as you could imagine. Yeah. So, honestly, decent worlds. They vary in quality and optimizations. So some of the worlds may be a little bit... they may run a little less well, but they may look beautiful. I think this world looks pretty cool. I surely love the spacecraft. It's a pretty cool thing. Yeah. If I was to rate this game in a number scale from 1 to 5, I'd rate it at a 4. Mainly for a few reasons, but mainly because it's got a lot of work that needs to be done to it. For what I've heard, they're still working out some of the things before they can update anything. Obviously, it's still in a open beta something state where it's kind of, whatever you want to call it. So if you feel like getting on Neos VR early, I would say get on it to learn how to use it. Things will probably change in the near future though, so for better and worse. I honestly will say this. It's got a lot of interesting things going for it. It's like the difference between a pair of pliers and a pair of multi-tools. Yeah. There's a lot more going on here than just chatting. You see people making avatars in public worlds. You'll see people showing off cool things and sharing them with each other. No joke. For instance, when I take a photo, not only do I get a save of it on my computer, but someone else can able to pick that item up and then save it to their inventory or computer. I think it's a pretty cool option that allows me to be able to do that. I'm hoping in the future items that are made in Neos can also be downloaded to my computer so that I can able to use them for other things. It would be a neat option and a useful one at that. Same with VR chat, they don't have any way of downloading their avatars that I have on my, ones that I've made and have uploaded. I'd like to be able to download those because I can't find them anymore on my computer. The people who do stuff on here, they also support mods or something like that, plugins. So for whatever use. So yeah, as long as it isn't malicious, I don't see any reason why people can't use it. So stuff like all kinds of things. One other thing that's already in game is, for instance, I can fly. So if I remember right, here we go. You just look around where you want to go, and it will let you go wherever. So whee! It kind of reminds me a bit of Second Life, that particular thing. Won't hurt to join their Discord. They've got. They also have a Patreon, which I have thought about joining, but at the moment I'm kind of broke. Yeah. I have a lot of things going down when it comes to this platform. Like, I just see so much potential here. Yeah. The only downsides I can see is the UI being very, like, confusing at the best of times. It takes you a little while to understand it. As I have said before, though, they are planning on updating it, so they're probably going to do an overhaul on it. It's a lot more going on, and yeah, hopefully they'll make things a little bit easier to understand and use, especially for new users of this platform, because I had to throw everything out the window that I knew about VR from VR chat. I had to completely think outside the box, and yeah, there are things on here that I thought were just kind of bizarre, to say the least. Let's go and show you one of the tools or gadgets that someone gave me. For instance, there is a tool that I've got in my inventory. Here it is. That allows me to teleport places. But not only that, it allows me to stick to ceilings. Like a fly to a ceiling, I now stick to thee. And walls. Yeah. I don't know why I don't get dizzy from this. Maybe other people might from using things like this, but I don't. So things like this allow you to just do all kinds of weird, wacky stuff, and this ain't all. One other thing that is really cool is, and I have never seen this working in VR chat. Just a moment. And this was something that someone gave me. A whole bunch of cool stuff. And I thought it was kind of cool. Now, there we go. Now this, well, to anyone that knows what a portal gun is, obviously. But if you haven't seen what a portal gun is, then you're about to see one. So, what I do is I go to a surface that I want to apply a portal to. So, the wall behind me, behind the camera, and put down portal 1. And I walk all the way over here, change the colour to the orange or amber one. And now, okay, you guys are going to get a kick out of this one. Let me go to POV view. I can see myself in the portal. There I am. Okay, now let's go back to third person. And what I can do is I can walk through that portal. I just walked through that. Let's do that again. Yeah. So, working portal guns. Check. Ways to literally make yourself stick to ceilings so that, for whatever reason, you can stick to a ceiling. Check. The ability to swap between avatars almost instantaneously. Check. A player base, yes, and a lot of wholesome furs at that. Adorable, yes, and also, yeah. So 4 out of 5, I believe it's a decent game. It's just got a bit of a learning curve, especially to avatar uploading on here. But it's just as much of a learning curve on VR chat. There are worlds with public avatars, so you can able to just, go there and grab one if you want to. And, yeah. People can also do something else with their avatars. And if I go back to my inventory, I can grab out an avatar such as this, Protogen. Haven't come down here yet. And drop it down. That's an avatar I have saved to my inventory. And I can go to the menu here and go equip avatar. And now I am the protogen. So that's one of the more cooler things you can do. Yeah. It's like avatar cloning obviously is different on here, but I think it's pretty cool. So, yeah. If anyone is interested in getting onto Neos VR, there is a lot of more content that will help you out there. That will have a lot of more detail than I do. This is just my general opinions and views on Neos. And something I may have got a few things wrong, is the best way of putting it. So if anyone does use Neos VR, and there's people in the comments that want to know things, go ahead. Yeah. So that's just some of the things I think are just absolutely brilliant. There is definitely a lot more going on Neos VR than that, but this is just the baseline to get you guys interested if you ever do want to use it. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this little video that I made. You have a brilliant day, and I'll see you all around. Bye!